day 2 of the sum and product of the roots unit for Mr. Kenzie's integrated algebra class. Today we're going to talk about the second box in the second column, sum and product of the roots. The first thing you're going to be doing, all right, is the warm-up. And I've set this up pretty direct for you. So if I look at 359, number 4, you're going to find the discriminant given that equation. 8 is equal to 2x squared minus 3x. For the next one, page 359, number 9, you're going to find the nature of the roots. So they give you the discriminant, which is 16. You got to use the table and find out the nature of the roots. For page 359, number 14, you got to find the nature of the roots, once again, given the discriminant of 23. And for page 359, number 24, you have to find the discriminant, so using b squared minus 4ac. And then you have to find the nature of the root, so that's using the table. The equation is y squared plus 3y plus 4. As you can see, I boxed in what your answers should approximately look like. So I want to please take a look now at the next page. Now for these notes, I've kind of broken them down. As you know, whatever we do not finish, you have to do for homework. I'm going to come down here to page 362, number 4. And we're going to use this table up here. This is a shortcut to find the sum, or the addition of the roots. The roots, once again, are where the parabola cross the x-axis, and the product. So the shortcut is negative b over a. Well, as we know with working with the quadratic formula, to find the sum, negative b over a, my b value in this equation when set equal to 0 is 7. So negative 7. A value is 3. So my sum for this would just be negative 7 over 3. And that's the first answer for this one. Now we're going to find the product. Product is pretty direct as well. It is c over a to find the shortcut. So our c value is 3. A value is 3. 3 divided by 3 is just 1. So that's our product. So those are the two answers. Now we're going to take a look at page 362, number 5. Now I wrote the equation for you. 4x squared minus 3x plus or is equal to 9. The first thing we do is we have to set this equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 9. So the equation that we're going to be using is 4x squared minus 3x minus 9 in standard form is equal to 0. So I'm just going to highlight that. So this is the equation that you should be using. So now, all we're going to do is we're going to find our b value. So our b value is negative 3. So negative of negative 3 all over our a value, which is 4. So the sum of the roots is negative negative, which is positive. So our sum is 3/4, or 0.75. Our product, we do the same thing. Our product, we take our c value, which is negative 9, all over our a value, which is 4. Now you can convert this to a decimal. You can also just leave it as negative 9 over 4 for the product. You are going to do these two here that once again I've summarized for you to find the sum and the product. All right, so we're going to do example 1, example 2 from this page, as well as your warm-up. Now please take a look at the next page. Now for this, you're going to be given a root, and then you're going to find the other root. Now we're going to skip down here to number 10. All right, so looking at this, what's wrong with it? And the reason why we can't just do what we just did is because we have two variables. We have an x and a c. So we have to use the 1, either the sum or the product, shortcut, to be able to find that sum and then eventually find the other root. R subscript 1 just means that's what one of the roots are. Now, x, c. We won't be able to use the product because we are not given a number here. So we're going to have to use the sum. All right, we are looking for root 2. We don't know what that is. So our sum, once again, is negative b over a. Our b value is negative 5. Our a value is 1. So the sum is equal to 5. Now we need to use this sum and the first root to figure out what the other root is. Well, sum, once again, is just addition. So if you would take root 1 plus root 2, you would get the sum. So I'm just going to replace root 1 with 2. We need to find root 2, and then our sum is 5. Well, to get root 2, this is attached by addition, so we subtract 2. So by subtracting 2 from both sides, these 2's cancel out. 5 minus 2 is 3. So root 2 is just 3. And that's our answer. We're going to slide over to this one now. Looking at this example, same instructions for this whole page. Here's our equation. That's root 1. We have to find root 2. Now in this case, we have x, c, and x. We can't use the shortcut method to find the one root because we don't have a coefficient of x. So we're going to have to use the product. So for product, we know we have c over a. Well, c is negative 3. A is number in front of x squared, which is just 1. So for this, we simplify. We know the product is negative 3. So in math, we know product, if we took R1 times R2, root 1 times root 2, that would be equal to the product. That's multiplication. So now we're just going to plug in. So I know my product we just found is negative 3. Root 1 is 6. We got to find root 2. Well, to find root 2, this is attached by multiplication. The opposite of multiplication is division. So we divide by 6. So root 2, negative 3 divided by 6 should be negative 1/2. And there's the other root. So you are going to do this example down here, page 362, number 11. So 2y squared plus 4y plus e is equal to 0. And you are given root 1. You have to find, once again, root 2. Take a look. This one you're going to be using the sum because they do not give you a c value. Looking up at the top, you can do that one the same way. Thank you.